I'm Jimmy McCumber here with Carl Magenhofer. Another cool location to film a pregame show. It's been an interesting year. Bridgewater football first getting to go to play Thomas More in Cincinnati. We had an opportunity to make a little video inside Paul Brown Stadium. And here we are at the Arch in St. Louis as the Eagles are going to set to take on Washington University in a couple hours.
An iconic spot and a great opportunity for Bridgewater to go to a place you're probably not going to go very often, if ever again. Just like, I think, Cincinnati, an opportunity to be on the field there. An opportunity yesterday for the kids to actually come here at the Arch, have their picture taken. Just a neat chance.
And it's a very good Washington University team the Eagles will be playing. They made the NCAA tournament last year. They are only 2-6, but playing an independent schedule. They're playing what is the #1 ranked schedule in the country, maybe one of the tougher schedules a Division III team has played in years when you consider, not having to play a conference schedule. Of the 6 teams that beat them, the worst record in there is Wisconsin Whitewater at 6-3. So a very strong team, a very good defense. They've got a sophomore quarterback who certainly will try to throw the ball. What can we expect from this Washington University team?
This is a team that throws very often. I mean, they throw more than anybody I think Bridgewater has seen so far this year. As you talked about, the level of competition has been incredible. It's a team that it looks like from the numbers really loves to blitz. They got very active linebackers. It's going to be a tough task on offense, and on defense, the corners are really going to have their hands full today.
You mentioned the Bridgewater offense, and it's an area that has struggled a little more the last couple of weeks. They couldn't convert on a couple short fields in the second half last week in a loss to Washington and Lee. But obviously the talent is there. Malavi Barker now playing his last game at running back. Even an outside shot at getting to 2,000 career rushing yards. What does the offense need to do to get going here in this last game of the season?
I think it needs early success. I just think a little bit of confidence, something to boost them. They need to find a little bit better blocking scheme perhaps. Try and get Malavi a little bit of running room, because once he gets started, once he can get past the initial point of attack, I really feel like he's a special player, and we've seen that from time to time. If he can bounce off a couple of guys or get a clean window, a clean hole to run through, I mean, a 4-yard gain can become 25 or 30.
So the best the Eagles can finish this year is 5-5 with a win today, but a lot of young players playing on both sides of the ball, and that's even continued as there have been a few injuries for some older players. So I guess what can the team sort of build off heading into next year? This could really has the opportunity to be a statement win that the team could really use to build towards building a strong season next year.
I know Thomas More wasn't the first game of the season, but it'd be a nice bookend to have the win at Thomas More, a win here as well, and an opportunity. If you look up and down the roster, you're right, there's some young guys and there's some really good talent. I think on the defensive side of the football especially, it'd be great to see him really go after this quarterback, make some things happen. I'd really like to see, I know he's not a young guy, I'd like to see Isaac get one more pick before his career's over.
So 1 o'clock Central Time, 2 o'clock Eastern will be the game. If you aren't here, which I imagine most of our parents aren't, although we saw a couple of sets of parents on the flight. I think Isaiah Johnson's and Jay Scroggins' parents were on our flight. So if you're not there, check BridgewaterEagles.com on the schedule. We'll have Washington University's video streaming link and then our radio feed with Carl on the call.
I'll try not to screw it up.